Hello everyone, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. Lovely to have you here. I'm here to show you another little project. This is our card for today. And to make my card I have used some of the new products. Some from Celebration and some from the new mini catalogue. If you haven't already got copies, you know what to do. Just drop me a line, send me an email, get in touch below and I'll be happy to send you a copy. Lovely products there. I've been really enjoying, and I've had a little phase this week of using these daisies these are from the Thoughtful Blooms stamp set and the Small Bloom Punch, which are both available free when you spend money in the catalogue. So if you wanted to get the stamp set, you need to spend £45 and then you can choose to get this stamp set for free. If you want the punch, you have to spend £90 because it's a more valuable item basically, and then you can choose the punch free. And if you wanted both, obviously you'd have to spend a combination of 90 and 45, so you'd have to spend £135, but you would then get both these items free. And I've been loving it. I've got a whole series of projects coming up showing you using these items, and the first one is today, and it's this little card here. I really love it. The other new item that I've used is this stitched frame here, which is from the Stitched So Sweetly die set, which is here. This is the one I've used. Goes there, the second biggest one. It's got these lovely scalloped stitched rectangles and then also some lovely stitched labels. It's a really lovely set, that one. I'll be using that a lot, I know I will. Right, let's get started. So on my card, this one I used Coastal Cabana and Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. I'm actually going to today be using Mint Macaron, Blushing Bride and Flirty Flamingo. That combination. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp our background here. So you can see there I've stamped, and I've stamped in Versamark so that it just gives you a slight impression, but it tones perfectly. And I've actually started doing a little bit of it because I didn't think I wanted to waste too much time on camera, but I'm just going to show you how to finish it. So you need this little leaf punch, the 3 leaves, which is that one from the stamp set. I'm using this tiny little flower and this 5-petal flower there. So I've got them all mounted up on clear blocks, and I've got my Versamark pad, and I'm just going to finish doing this bit. I only need to do round here because the panels are going to cover up the rest. So now you could randomly do the leaf and then slot in the flower, but I find it looks better if I build them up one at a time. So it's up to you if you feel you can judge where things need to go, but I always end up with them either too close or too far apart, so I find it easier to just do them one by one. So this little flower is lovely. I love this little tiny flower. The shame of it is this is a Celebration item, so only available until the end of March. So, and I've got a feeling this might be one of the first things to go out of stock. Last year a lot of the Celebration items went out of stock and they never got more stock in. So if you want it, don't delay, is my advice. And I think this will be a stamp set that you'll want to go back to time and time again. It's so lovely and versatile, really. It can be used for lots of different things, and the flowers and the punch together make it so useful. I'll put another one there. So I just do this by eye. You can see as I'm doing it, I'm just filling in the spaces, and then I'm just going to place my panel in a minute and just make sure that I've done everywhere that needs to be done. What did I do with my panel? Here it is. So I'm going to have a panel of DSP at the bottom and a panel of and there you go, I've covered it all over there. Okay, so that's enough of that stamping for now. Just going to bring my Tombow in. The first thing I'm going to do, what I didn't say was I had just put 2 little pencil marks there up to where the DSP would come, so I just knew where to stamp to. So I'm just going to bring my Tombow in and just do a very fine line of glue around the edges here, and then a little bit in the middle, and then just glue that down, and it will overlap. I've cut my card blank is just under 15 inches, so it will 15 centimeters, or 5 3/4 inches, so it will overlap slightly because it's a 6-inch pack of paper, and because it's Tombow it gives you a bit of wiggle room because that's not quite straight. So I can just take that off and line that up again. There we go. Is that straight? Yeah, that's better. And then I just need to take a pair of scissors and snip off there. So that's my DSP panel. Didn't do that very well. That's better. Getting against the card blank. There we go. And then I need to cut. Before I stick this panel on, I'm going to do the stamping on the panel here. And the dimensions I need a little bit of white card, and it is 5.3 by 8 centimeters. So I'm using my little mini cutter, which is free if you join. You can get this as part of your starting kit, absolutely free, which would be great. I'd love to have you in my team if you're thinking that way. I'm going to turn this around. I don't think that edge is straight. Let's turn that round. There we go. 5.3 and 5.3, and then the other way is 8 centimeters. So that's my panel to go on the other die cut panel, like so. And then I'm going to do the stamping first. I'm going to take the leaf and I'm going to do mint macaron to start, to match my card base. Oh. And where's my card gone? I want to show you. There we go. Have that one on view as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one stem over here, another stem. I'm going to turn it around so it bends the other way, and do that up there, and then another one maybe going the same way, slightly lower over there. Okay, and then I am going to add some leaves. So just one little leaf on this side, and because they're photopolymer you can see exactly where you're stamping them, which is great, and you can position them exactly where you want them, and it's lovely. I love building up little flowers and things like this. It just looks so effective. There we go, there's all my leaves done. And before I finish, I'm just going to do a leaf and some leaves inside, just so that I can got a little bit of stamping inside the card as well, which just helps to make it that bit more special. There we go. So just inside there, that's going to stick inside in a minute. And then I'm going to come in with my flower punch, my flower stamp, which I can't see. Oh, there it is. Couldn't see it for looking for the minute. And I'm going to stamp these on a spare piece of white card, just a little scrap, and I'm going to do one in Blushing Bride, which is the colour of my DSP, nice pale pink. I'm going to do one in Petal Pink, which is an even paler pink. But first I'm going to just use my very messy chamois to clean my stamp. If you haven't bought a chamois already, I don't know how I ever lived without it. You really do need one. There we go. And one in Petal Pink. And of course, if you were doing this in bulk, you could do all these together. It would make it a much quicker process. It's just because I'm doing one at a time, it's taking a little bit longer. There we go. And one in clean that off, one in Flirty Flamingo, which will be a bit brighter. They're the three colours of my flowers. So I'm going to stick my panel on here, a little bit of Tombow. I hope you've all been enjoying our offering for celebration. I have quite a few of the free things, and I have to say I'm loving them. This is my favourite, this set and the punch. I'm a great lover of punches because I think they're so easy to use, and I will never get rid of this flower punch. I'm going to save it and will use it in my own card making, if not for when I'm promoting Stampin' Up. There we go. So you can line the punch up so that there's the same border around, and just punch. And another one in Blushing Bride, and another one in Petal Pink. So it's kind of a pale peachy colour, Petal Pink. Actually, it's more peachy, but it tones quite nicely with these colours. And then we're just going to pop some dimensionals on the back there. So, as you know, I tend to use tweezers for things like this. I'm just going to pop one in the middle of these. I don't think it needs any more, actually. Just one dimensional. And then I'm going to take off the backing and pop my flowers on my panel. You can see how easy it is to make really beautiful, stunning cards with few things and free things, which is even better. There we go. I'm just getting back in the swing now. Had a very turbulent end of last year, but now I'm feeling a lot better and getting back on it. Right, there we go. That's going to go there. So just a little bit of Tombow, like so. Just going to get up and check the time on here. Oh, it's 11, that's fine. We're doing all right. My camera cuts off after 16 minutes, so my videos are never longer than 16 minutes because my camera cuts off. There we go. Right, isn't that lovely? I quite like that colour scheme, actually. Quite like that. I wasn't sure whether to use soft seafoam for this. Might have preferred it, but anyway, we've used mint macaron, so hey ho. Right, we're just going to stick the panel inside as well. So I've cut this panel down about 1 centimetre smaller than the actual card base. So if your card base was 10.5 by 15, you need to cut it down accordingly, 14 by 9.5. Put that in there, and I've just got to stamp a flower on there. And because the last one I used was Flirty Flamingo, I'm going to go with Flirty Flamingo, and then I won't have to clean my stamp. Of course, you could do whatever colour you like. You could do more decoration inside, and you could decorate the envelope as well if you wanted to. There we go. There. So just a little bit of decoration inside and a beautiful card. Last thing to do, very quickly, is the sentiment. I'm going to make this another birthday card because they're the cards that I tend to need most. So just a little bit of memento. And this is the happy birthday that is from the Little Ladybug set, which is the set that you can get free. I don't know if I've got it out here somewhere. Here it is. This is the set that you can get free if you have a really big order to place. So as well as choosing all your celebration freebies, you can choose this set if you spend over £275. I know that's a lot of money, but maybe it would be worth it. You get a free stamp set and you'd get 6 free celebration items. So a lot to think about there. Right, there we go. There's our greeting that's going to go on the bottom there. So just come back in with my little cutter. There we go. I'm using this trimmer so much. I didn't realise how much I needed a mini trimmer until I got this one. And it's been so useful. There we go. Is that straight? Trying to do this in a bit of a hurry. It always means it will go wrong. Oh, it's not quite straight. Can I straighten it up on here? You could actually cut this sentiment out with scissors. It wouldn't be too difficult to do. It is quite difficult manipulating tiny little bits of card, even in this trimmer. It's always a bit of a problem. There we go. I'm just going to, just going to cut the other side as well. Can you see what I'm doing? There we go. Make sure I'm in shot. There we go. So, I would love to see if you've been making anything with your celebration goodies. I know a lot of people have been buying and getting free things. I'm always loving seeing other people's projects. If you want to send me photos, that would be great. I'm going to cut off the exclamation mark here because I don't really want an exclamation. I don't know why there's an exclamation mark all the time. There, and that's just going to go there. And I think Okay, we've got a minute and a half, so I'm going to say this is the end of my video. Just going to glue that on there. And if you want any information about Celebration, if you've got questions, if you don't quite understand, if you want any question, if you've got any questions about joining, it's really a good joining offer. And honestly, you don't need to do anything else. You can buy the starter kit, you get £130 worth of products, you get a free mini cutter, you get a pack of 6x6 papers, 48 different papers, and you can choose an extra stamp set. All that for just £99. Anyway, there's my card stamped inside. There's my other one. Hope you've enjoyed the video today. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.